Christianity is a religion based on the teachings of Jesus Christ and the belief that he was the Son of God. Today is the 18th day in the month of May 2022, and you're welcome to Ecwa Headquarters Update. I am Owolabi Tosin. Now the headlines. Just DCC 31st Council meeting and Ecwa President press release. Now the news in full. The 35th District Church Council meeting with the Ecwa Executive, Ecwa Local Overseers, Secretaries and Delegates of the all 9 local Church Council and Heads of Unit of the District Church Council started on Wednesday, 11th May and ended Friday, 13th May 2022 at the Ecwa District Church Council Secretariat, Rukuba Road, Jos. The meeting always starts with devotions, handling the day's events and deliberations to God for guidance and fruitfulness, with roll calls conducted to know the different diocese that are in attendance for the meeting. Just DCC Chairman Rev. Fidelis Barry spoke about the importance of the prayer call for revival in the church, where spiritual awakening has been a passionate cry for the Ecwa Executive, which is a cardinal strategy of repositioning Ecwa spiritually and re-energizing Ecwa members to worship and serve God in spirit and in truth, glorifying God all times and everywhere. And this can be done through our best human efforts, which are witnessing, evangelism, preaching, counseling, and accomplishing God supernaturally in the twinkle of an eye. Efforts towards reviving the church has been intensified by the Ecwa Prayer Unit, and there have been swift reply from various dioceses, including Just DCC, in compliance and urge for their members to be part of the revival train moving in Ecwa. With the forthcoming national general elections in the country, pastors are required to remain non-partisan as regards politics. Rather, they should serve as spiritual leaders who provide spiritual counsel, encouragement, and support to those Ecwa members that are called into politics and governance. Pastors should encourage their members to register, vote, and ensure that their votes are counted on the day of election, which is part of their franchise as citizens of this country. Annual Thanksgiving in our churches, which are special times of expressing gratitude to God for his outpouring of undeserved blessings upon us, are fastly becoming purely fundraising events for projects, therefore losing their spiritual essence, which call for the need to counsel pastors and members to place more emphasis on genuine expressing gratitude to God on such occasions and not be consumed with the pressure of raising funds for projects. As God's children, let's remember that what we do has much impact than what we say in shaping our relationship with our colleagues and mentoring others. We must pray that our actions don't negatively contradict our words. We should encourage one another to worship and serve God better in spirit and in truth, working accordingly to the theme of the year, which is "Look, he is coming in the clouds." We should work, plan, and network with fellow believers in the end time period. This is a time for Christians to strengthen the bond of love and fellowship that we have in Christ Jesus and learn to support one another in trying times, spiritually, physically, and financially, because Christ Jesus prophesied a great end time revival and declared that his gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the world as a testimony to all nations until the end of time, where conflict and chaos will be glaring, but we who know God will be more than conqueror and shall do exploits to the glory of God's name. Heads of unit in the DCCs were given opportunities to talk, stating the growth process and challenges encountered in their department, including projects they are embarking on, and how that can bring about growth in the DCC, church, and Ecwa as a whole. Sessions were open for questions and moves that can be adopted for smooth running of each department for the growth of the District Church Council. In the quest to revive and reach out to the world, an additional DCC was created from the present Ecwa Just DCC in order to promote evangelism in closer fellowship with brethren and church growth. New officials were elected to the position of DCC Vice Chairman in the person of Reverend Steri Kos Awak, Reverend Bitrus Ajangiaro as the Just DCC Secretary, and Elder Yakubu Gwamna as the DCC Treasurer. At the end of the DCC meeting, the communique was read by the Chairman Ecwa Just DCC, Reverend Fidelis Barry, on the deliberation made on church-related matters, the state of the nation, and the global community as a whole, calling the attention of the government on the insecurity challenges the nation is facing and this nation and states are faced with, and called on the government to carry out its constitutional responsibilities of securing the lives and properties of citizens and bring to justice the judicial killing of Deborah Samuel, which recently happened in Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto State. With the huge amount of money spent on funding the security agencies, the council encouraged Ecwa members and citizens as a whole to exercise their fundamental right to self-defense as provided by the Section 33, subsection 2A of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended in the face of attack by this terrorist group, re-echoing its call to the federal government to secure the release of the abductees and admonish Christians not to relent in praying to God for his divine intervention on the insecurity challenges the country is faced with. And swift intervention on the persistent strike by ASU, ASUP and other labor unions, because education plays positively in shaping the life of individuals and the nation. The government and the striking union should put the interests of the nation first and resolve the industrial crisis as soon as possible. This will forestall idle students from being easily recruited by terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, cultists, and criminals. The council noted the deplorable condition of infrastructure like roads, hospitals, schools, airports, train stations, which have become death trap, and countless citizens have lost their lives through it. Therefore, the need for the federal and state government to immediately take action by fixing these facilities for the social and physical benefits of the country.
The council condemned in strong terms the incessant attacks in Miango, Bassa local government area, Riom local government area, Barikin Ladi local government area, Kanam local government area, Wase local government area, Yelwa Zangam in Jos North LGA and other parts of the country. The wicked activities of Islamic jihadists have continued unabated and in ever-increasing intensity. The evil activities of cultists, hoodlums, and kidnapping have also increased. Attacks on Christians and wanton killings have turned the state into a place of terror and fear. The Council of Ecwa Just DCC stands in solidarity with Ecwa Miango DCC that has suffered incessant and unrelenting attacks by bandits and Fulani jihadist militia since 2017. In addition to condition of insecurity in the state, the council also observed the forceful occupation of native lands and hereby draws the attention of the state government to the systematic genocide, ethnic cleansing, hidden agenda, and grabbing of lands being executed against Christians and other autochthonous communities in the state. This is championed through the continuous raid on Christian communities with lethal weapons, often in the dead of the night by marauding Fulani jihadist assassins. The Council commends the effort of the state government in ensuring the security of lives and properties for citizens in the state, but more needs to be done. The Council observed the decline of members' spiritual life. She hereby calls on all pastors and church leaders to seriously intensify teaching the Bible in order to curb the attitude of ungodliness and spiritual immaturity, which is gradually becoming a normal way of life among Christians. Social vices. The Council decried the menace of gambling, betting, addictions, substance abuse, pornography, gangsterism, alcoholism, homosexualism, rape, ritual killing, suicide, and others that seem to be growing in our communities. The Council unanimously agreed to continue active evangelistic outreaches to reach out to people and communities involved in these dreadful activities. The Council noted the serious setback caused by these various industrial actions embarked upon by various organizations such as ASU, Academic Staff Union of Universities, and other unions. The Council appealed to the state government and the striking unions to place their interests of the nation first. The government should always honor their commitments and resolve forestall idle students and workers to be easily recruited by terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, cultists, and criminals. It is said, an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Looking into the food security issues where there is biting hunger among Nigerians due to the shortage of food supply as a result of insecurity of all kinds that have paralyzed the activities of rural farmers, the church needs to apply the wisdom of Joseph of old in Egypt to reduce the impact of food security issues. The council decries the menace of gambling and betting, addiction, substance abuse, pornography, alcoholism amongst the youth, and agreed to continue active evangelistic outreach to reach out to people and communities involved in this dreadful act. By so doing, the council agreed to reinforce and strengthen community health clinics established by Ecwa in Jos Metropolis to encourage effective and efficient health care delivery, social evangelism and empowerment of the youth through skills acquisition and formal education was encouraged. Following the gruesome murder of Deborah Samuel Yakubu in College of Education, Sokoto State, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has expressed their displeasure following the act of violence that was displayed, and also the Evangelical Church Winning All had a press release by Reverend Stephen Panyababa, the Ecwa President International, concerning her death, and call on the government to intervene speedily on this ungodly act that is displayed by people, especially the youth, in taking laws into their hands, the need to encourage and admonish people on reporting issues or cases to security operatives, kicking against jungle justice, which has become a norm in our society. Laying more emphasis on the importance of serving justice to whoever is guilty of violating the law, irrespective of their religion, position, ethnicity, tribe, or culture. In preaching peace, we should be carriers of peace and unity, living in love with one another, no matter your religion or ethnicity.
What happened is very, very sad, very, very unfortunate. It's not something that should happen in this time in a country like Nigeria that is multi-religious, multi-ethnic, and so should be a place that people will need to tolerate each other and understand each other if the nation is to remain in peace and to make any progress at all. So it's very, very sad, very, very unfortunate. And the pain and suffering that we are all going through is unimaginable. As a church especially, knowing how so much we have sacrificed to see to the unity, to the peace and progress of this nation. And therefore, we are believing that the government will take this most seriously and make sure that the security agencies that are responsible for law and order round up all those that were involved in this senseless and very brutal murder, and ensure that they are persecuted in a competent law code, and that justice is served as regards this killing and murder. Nothing short of that will give people reassurance that this nation is concerned about the well-being and welfare of its citizens.
Nigeria is multi-ethnic, secular, and a religious country. In order to progress and live in harmony, we should learn to tolerate, understand, love, and accommodate one another in living in peace. The Christian Association of Nigeria have organized a peaceful protest for the death of Deborah and other Christians that have been killed innocently, to achieve the purpose of registering their displeasure to the government on what has happened, and for international communities to know what Christians, especially those in the Middle Belt, are going through in the country. In the same vein, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria enjoins all Nigerians of conscience to come out en masse on Sunday, 22nd of May 2022, as announced by the Christian Association of Nigeria, to protest the killing of Deborah, to pressure President Muhammadu Buhari-led government and to serve justice on the matter, and for her killers to be punished according to the extant law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He furthermore advised Christians in the northern part of the country not to take laws into their hands. Rather, they should live in peace with everyone and hold on to God in trying times like this. They should not be afraid, rather they should be prayerful and remain good ambassadors of Jesus Christ, and be witnesses for Christ, and be cautious in their doings in order not to fall victims. The General Secretary of Ecwa, Rev. Yunusa Sabu Madu Jr., joined the movement on #Justice for Deborah and called on the government to hunt the killer of Deborah and for justice to be served. Every life matters. Human life should be treated as precious. Let's ensure sanctity of life across the country. Let's stop the killings and give peace a chance. As much as possible, let's live in peace with all men. Thanks for watching.